Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Watch that. Slam.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
At the 45-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Watch out. Switch. Big end.
On 3rd down. It's Hines, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Well, he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
First.
Now Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On third down, Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to make it fourth down. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Go, 180!
16-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Goal. Jordan Reed has it. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. 20! Touchdown, Washington! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Watch the pass. Mike.
A first throw for the backup, Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They run with Hines. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They run again on 1st down. Cook, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Play action now. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Cousins now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Dorsett. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, defense.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Right 20. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. He was looking that time for Stills.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you get a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go.
Intercepted. The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Vikings 49-yard line.
Mike, 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Shift.
Super.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch the safety cream.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Spins past him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They begin the drive with Hines. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce them, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gone. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Hines. And shutting him off, now open field. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Goff on first down. Sliding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Get off the field.
This is Hines. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth.
180. Ready? Double time, double time. 4 down.
Third and long. It's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice?
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Super one.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Danielle Hunter on the stop.
Yeah.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard
The
line.
run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 54. Bandit.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And I think the ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Touchdown, Washington! Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, It took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Check the backer, check the backer. Back's mine, back's mine.
On first down, Hines. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Right here, right here.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over at their own 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on first down. Cook. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On first down, it's Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On third down, Hines. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Goff going to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This is caught. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.